Hey everybody, welcome to Top 10s. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Make sure to watch until number 1, because I found it to be creepiest of all. Number 10. Clip from the television show. Friend sketches something extra, lurking on the window in the glasses, the reflection of a strange white mist that passes by without a sound. Nobody seems to notice, or if they do, they're too caught up in their roles to break character and say anything. This could be symbolized from a camera, or even the reflection of a stage. Or maybe the studio is actually on set. If this is a ghost, then I'm surprised no one else on the set saw it. Boo, maybe it was only detectable to the camera. Number 9. In this video, a family takes videos of the young daughter as she runs around the playground, having a good time playing on the sweet slides and juggle jams at the local park. Everything seems normal and carefree as the family has a wonderful day together. However, when the family reviewed the footage, they discovered uninvited guests that made an appearance. When their daughter was running around on the jungle gym, they noticed a slightly older girl, very pale skin and dark hair, standing at the top of the jungle gym. She's staring directly into the camera as the girl runs past. Truly disturbing is her expression, seems to be glaring at the camera with an Eagle Scout. When the camera pans back, it's gone. It's even more terrifying. The family is certain that when they were there in the park, there was no other child at the top of the jungle gym when the footage was shot. They certainly would have remembered a girl glaring at them so menacingly, and it also seems quite real to me. Number 8. Strange CCTV video captures a bizarre event that's worth taking a second look at. When played at normal speed, you'll see a blurry object show up for a brief moment and then disappear, and just as fast, slow down the video, and you'll see that this object is actually traveling at an impossibly fast rate of speed. It does not look like human, and the CCTV is able to correctly identify a head and legs, as indicated by the small purple quadrants. Maybe this is a camera malfunction, or maybe something supernatural. What are your guesses? Number 7. This video uploaded by Mark1107, just to share. Please stand to sample some of the delicious dish that's just being prepared on the show. As he does these, the camera catches a glimpse into the backstage. Instead of the usual cables and boards that you'd expect to see this time, there's a face staring out on stage. Face is pale and quite still. Many who have seen the video claim that it's most likely a member of the crew watching backstage. But this is an unlikely explanation. If you look closely, only the face of this entity is visible. If it was a crew member, we would be able to see their body as well. Besides, a crew member would have moved when they realized they've been caught on camera. But whatever the thing is, remains securely still throughout the video. No one has an explanation for this terrifying face caught on television German ordinary cooking segment, but it just goes to show that the paranormal could be lurking where expected. Number 6. This video of a couple hands down seems perfectly normal. However, this whole video takes a terrifying turn. When the girl tells her partner that she's afraid of something in the bathroom and asks him if he'll go and check it out to make sure there's nothing there, we see the man take the camera into the bathroom. First, he checks behind the shower curtain. So far so good. When he looks up to the mirror, gasps and turns away so quickly. We barely get a glimpse of what it was that startled him. A ghostly face looking back at him from the mirror. In slow motion, we can see that the pale face is framed with dark, like a man holding the camera doesn't stick around long enough to get a good look at the ghostly face in the mirror. Instead, he decides one quick Lucas and often fleets the room. Number 5. YouTube user BakuTD posted this terrifying Japanese ghost video in August of 2010. Exact origins of this clip are unclear, as it seems to have been passed around the internet quite a few times from forum to forum. The video begins with a few seconds of shaky, blurry shots of the interior of the home. The camera moves around quickly, not giving much of an impression of the rooms in which the camera person stands, or wherever there is one image that appears on the camera, clearly that of a black figure, standing against the lawn shining into the room from the windows, appears to be a woman in all black. She is tall with a very big base, perhaps with a veil covering her head. The complete darkness of the finger makes it seem like a shadow, but not a single beam of light passes through where she stands. She is really still as she stares straight at the camera. The cameraman immediately begins to panic when she sees the figure and turning the camera all over the room to search for the source of the shadow creature or wherever the ghostly image has disappeared without a trace. Nearly a decade, this chilling piece of footage has been in the paranormal community. Many analysts have studied this claim frame by frame, squaring the footage, and say that it is genuine evidence of the ghost caught on camera. Others think the grainy quality leads too much to doubt, and that no definite conclusions can be made. Whether it is real or not, there's an undeniable creepy vibe given off by this clear. Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. Number 4. Friends decided to go driving down a haunted stretch of road in Wisconsin to see if the rumors are true. Apparently a spirit will eventually get in the car with you if you wander around for long enough. They make sure it's midnight just for good measure, instead of adventure. The plan is to basically get lost in the middle of nowhere and then park on the side of the road. They drive for a long time, and so they find a desolate section with absolutely no traffic and decide this is as good a spot as any. They turn out all of the lights and sit in total darkness for a while. After some nervous chatter, they decide to turn the lights on for a second and make sure everyone is doing okay.
Hey, look in the... Well, maybe you'll see something. Do you see Eric?
A woman ghost wearing a bridal gown sits with them and look back, missing her nose, lips and one eye, but that still doesn't stop her from giving a sickening smile to the camera. Nobody notices her until they review the video later and subsequently flipped out. So, what do you think? Was it a real ghost sighting or some pretty good editing? Number 3. In this clip, a group of friends decided to spend some time laughing and roasting food over a fire one evening. One of the person decided it would be a good idea to commemorate their fun-filled evening by taking a video with their phone while the rest of the group relaxed around the fire. On first glance, the video appears entirely normal. It shows the friends talking and laughing as they sit around the fire. It even shows a few close-ups of some of the food they've been cooking in the fire pit. After watching the video the first time, you might not notice it. I have slowed the video down. Keep your eyes in the darkness behind the teenagers. You'll quickly realize that something not quite normal is lurking in the shadows. As the camera pans around the circle that picks up the ghostly image of a mysterious figure skulking behind the groom as they relax around the fire, its entire body appears to be black as it disappears into the darkness. The only thing that is clearly visible is its face, a white mask that appears to be painted into a permanent eerie green. The face looks up to the sky almost as if laughing at the group of teenagers as it stalks them. It's unclear what exactly this entity is, but its appearance is certainly haunting.
Before we get further, kindly consider liking this video and subscribing the channel. I would really appreciate that. Thanks.
Number 2. Driving down the dark street late at night, quite scary in itself. This driver ended up recording down a lonely road late last night. This driver spotted something peculiar along the side of the road. It was long after dark, so there was no reason for anyone to be out on foot. Yet the footage clearly shows the young woman on the side of the road. To make the video even more disturbing, the woman isn't walking along the road, as if she was caught out late, trying to get home. She really stands behind the guardrails staring in the ground. When the ghostly woman is illuminated by the car's headlights, we could see that she has long dark hair and wears a white dress. Imagine if you were the driver and this happened to you. Spine chilling, right? Number 1. In this video, a group of teenagers are in the middle of a game of hide-seeker-tag in a dark park, recording their carefree game when something terrifying happens. The footage shows the teen boys running around the park chasing one another, stopping in various spots to catch their breath. When the chases start to catch up, they take off again, hiding behind a group of nearby trees. The boy holding the camera pants the cover around, presumably looking for the group of kids that are hunting them. This is when the camera picks up something. Running through their lives is behind one of the boys, almost blending in with the group in the shadows, is what appears to be large black thing with dirty white dress with long black hair. She stands calmly behind them and completely unmoving. This ghost is particularly messy, looking as if she's just crawled from the grave. As soon as the boy sees it, they begin screaming and running for their lives. Hopefully the terrifying ghost is unable to keep up with them as they flee. If you are still not convinced, you can check these YouTube's recommendation.